Teyana Taylor is in the neighborhood. The album. There's so many questions. Why the title, The Album?
Well, what's crazy is originally K.T.S.E was supposed to be the album, and then I switched it to K.T.S.E. So when this next album came, I was like, okay, this is for sure the album and I'm happy. It's crazy how God worked. I'm happy that I was able to go with a different name because I don't really feel like the last album would have been the album. You know, like this was the album. This was every single emotion. This was a full body of work, you know, like this got straight to the point. And that's what I wanted. That's where I wanted to go with this album. Like this was the album for me. This was 100% me, 100% dedication, 100% in tune, you know, 100% locked in. Like it was the album for me.
But you can tell, Teyana, you can tell that this is the album. Like if we would have switched and Keep That Same Energy was the album. And then if this, let's just say this one was Keep That Same Energy. For some reason, even the title doesn't apply to, because when you hear the album, for one, I love how you flushed it out. You know what I'm saying? Where it felt like you got a chance, and no disrespect to Keep That Same Energy, but it felt like you had a chance to breathe on this one.
Yeah, it was like waiting to exhale. You know, you got the chance to exhale. And another reason why like the album made sense for me is because I feel like we all as artists, we name our albums based on what we feel like the emotion of our album is. Because the album hit so many different emotions, there's really no title for it. You know, like there's really just, this is the ultimate album. You know what I'm saying? Because it's literally hitting every single emotion and it's in sections.
Yeah, and that's what I want to ask you about too.
The theme is by studio rooms.
Yeah, so when you did the sections like the A, the L, like not only recording great music, but making sure that you took us through that balance. It wasn't like things just thrown in like, oh, just put that in A and put this in. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like,
put that in B.
Yeah. Do we have that in U yet? Oh, we don't have nothing in you. But
we ain't got nothing in you.
It felt
that's how
like
it became 23 songs though.
Yeah.
That's how it became 23 songs, because instead of just throwing anything in anywhere, like if I felt like, okay, cool, because I started to see the pattern that each studio room had about 4 songs in it. And it would be a certain studio room that had 2 amazing songs, but I'm like, I need one more because I wanted the album to be playlisted. And my goal was the staying power.
You couldn't just pull one and put it into the other. You were like, I gotta make something for the beat.
I gotta make something for this. Something is missing. I don't feel completion. It doesn't feel complete, you know? Something is missing. But what I also wanted to do is I wanted it to have that staying power. People think that like artists, they drop these albums and listen to all 12 of my songs in one sitting. Cool. That wasn't my idea. That's not my plan. Like I want you to be able to really listen to it in the sections, in parts. You get to choose. You can take my album and say, let me sit with the album for 5 days out of this week. You feel what I'm saying? And you pick a studio room a day. You know what I'm saying? Or you can pick a song a day. Like, so it gives my album that staying power because you're learning something new every single day. So it doesn't offend me if somebody like, oh my God, I seen Teyana album, but shit said 23 songs. I don't know if I can get through it. Like, you can get through it.